In this video, we'll explore how to use dynamic content and email campaigns to deliver personalized, targeted content to your marketing recipients efficiently. With dynamic email content, users can create segments within recipient lists based on demographic makeup. They can then create personalized content for these unique segments with one email campaign instead of having to create multiple separate email campaigns. Before you can use dynamic email content, you must consider the following conditions. To create emails that have dynamic content and choose from existing segments, a user's role must have the permission enabled. Marketing Admin, Dynamic Email Content. In order to use the Segment Manage UI to create new segments, a user's role must have this permission enabled as well. Marketing Admin, Segment Creation / Editing. With that in mind, let's explore how to use dynamic email content. During email campaign setup, choose a regular type email. A/B test emails do not support dynamic content. There are 4 fields that allow for dynamic content: email subject, from name, from address, and reply to address. Each of these fields will display a segment icon. Click this to define your segments and content. Once you click a segment icon, you'll define your segments. You can either create a new segment, if you have the role permission to do this, or use an existing segment. I'll use an existing segment here. I'm going to define my segment criteria and the content for the segment, then click Save. Now I can continue adding more segments if I'd like, or move on to define the default content. You must fill this out so that there is always default content displayed if none of the segment criteria is met. It's important to note that the segments will execute in the order they're listed. To reorder, place your cursor on the left-hand side of the segment name, and a move icon for the cursor will appear, allowing you to reorder the segments. Once you're done, click Save and repeat this process for all fields that you'd like to add dynamic content in. In addition to the dynamic fields during setup, there's also a category of dynamic content elements available in the build step. You'll notice dynamic versions of many of the basic and advanced element types. To use these, first drag a dynamic element to the desired location on the email canvas. Click the lightning bolt icon to configure which segments apply to this content element. Just like in the setup step, you can choose to create new or use existing segments. Once you've added all the desired segments, click Save. Now you can configure the element according to each segment. Click the lightning icon to select a segment, then configure the element appropriately. Don't forget to configure the default segment in case there are recipients who don't fall into any of the other segments. When using dynamic content, you'll have the option to preview your email for each configured segment. Click on the preview icon and you'll see preview variation options on the right-hand side. You can choose to preview the content by segment for all dynamic contents, or choose individual elements to preview. You can also choose to imitate a contact, which allows you to enter an email address and view the email as the person who would receive it. Last, let's review how to manage segments. If your role allows you to create and edit segments, you can manage them by navigating to the List module in the left navigation bar. Here you select Segments on the left side menu. When clicking the segment line, a detailed menu will open on the right side of your screen. Here you can create a new segment, edit an existing segment, or archive a segment that should no longer be active. By using dynamic email content, users can easily target segments of the recipient list with personalized content. You should now have an understanding of how to use dynamic content and manage segments. For more information, please see the links provided in the video description. Thanks for watching.